Test 1, 2. All right, there we are. We're live now. Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's a beautiful day here at the Hawthorne General Aviation Center on the ramp. JPC coming in here. Thank you so much there, Mr. Sanante. Appreciate the description, and howdy yourself, buddy. Yeah, we're here at Long Island MacArthur. We're going to be flying around Boston today as a part of their Boston virtual regional event that they host once every month. That's pretty doggone crazy there, JBC. 26 months. Hey, and then Hawker's in here with an inscription. Skull, you two. Hawker, 4 months, man. That's so awesome, you guys. So yeah, anyway, I did try to shoot a little message out that I was changing the initial departure. I was thinking about taking out from Plum Island, but I'm like, I think we just did that like last time I was here, and I haven't flown out of MacArthur for a while, so I thought we'll go MacArthur to Nantucket. We have excuse me, we have good ATC throughout both of those airports, and then we also have some good coverage. Whoops, that's not what I want. We have some good coverage up there into Bradley, as the event would imply. It's a regional event featuring Bradley. And there's Steve at 99. Hello, Steve. Great to see you there, sir. So anyway, we're out of here on it's the Long Island 7 or something. Yeah, Long Island 7. We'll be departing on runway 24, so kind of to the south, and then we'll be vectored back up here. We'll probably use the Long Island VOR. We'll head out here towards Hampton. We'll jump on the Victor 268 to Sandy Point, and then to Nantucket, where it looks like a halfway decent day. Winds 280 at 6. It's clear, and we'll take it. So it's not usually that well. I shouldn't say usually. Oftentimes it's not that way at Nantucket. So we'll enjoy it. And I do have the I do have the excuse me, guys. The time slider obviously turned back a little bit so we can do this in the daytime. Steve is running Nantucket to Bradley himself in a certain, shall we say, hyper. Oh, holy cow! Steve, your gift description. First of all, thank you. You just messed around and started a hype train, dude. Wow, holy cow! What the heck? What a great way to start the stream. All right, let's get going. I'll let you guys mess around with the hype train, but thank you so much, man. Already 94% of the way through level 1. Doggone it. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to jump in this old bird and see if we can remember how to get it started. Oh, there's JPC kicking us up over into hype train level 2. And thanks for the 100 bits, man. Thanks for the 100 biddies. Okay, so I do need to get down to business here, you guys. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. You're too kind. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be so much fun. All right, all switches currently are off, showing off up here. Off. Gear lever is down and indicating also on my Honeycomb Bravo. Fuel selectors need to be on the mains. Main. Battery switch can be turned on. I don't think I don't have any switches mapped to my Alpha here, so let's flip these guys up. Main battery is on. Alternator switches can also come on at this time, and we're going to go ahead and crack that throttle, and we're going to go ahead and go prop to fine and mixture to clickety full rich. I love that so much. We're going to start engine number 1 first here, if we can remember how to do it. We're going to We better get some lights on here so people know we're in here messing around, shouldn't we? I need the beacon light. There we go. Beacon light will come on. Magnetos are going to come on. And let's we'll do a little bit of a priming. Oh gosh. Wait a second. I need to prime this bad boy just for a second. Yep, and then we'll try to start this. I'm trying to keep my eyeballs also on the gauges here. Clear left. Sorry if you were out there working. I just woke you up. All right, there we go. Just keep adding a little primer to it. Open up the throttle a little bit just to kind of, you know, just to kind of get a sense of what we're doing here. Eyeballing the manifold pressure, RPMs. Got good fuel flow. Oil pressure's coming up. As you guys know, there's nothing that says that this this engine will continue to run, so we'll be ready just in case. All right. Clear prop. Well, you wouldn't say that now because I can't hear you anyway, but little prime, and let's go. Come on, girl. She's running rough. You can see over there, just it's just not making RPMs quite yet. Goodness sakes. There goes, yeah, just about lost number one in the process there as well. All right. Holy moly. All right, let's put those on so we can hear a little bit. Tell me how the levels are, because that was plenty loud there, plenty loud. I think that's my Avatab, right? Yeah, I don't need that. All right, yeah, we're engines are running. We're just going to kind of keep our eyeballs on things. Let's bring it back to about 1,000 RPMs here if we can. We'll let it warm up sufficiently. And all right, we need. Let's make sure that everything's synced up here. What is our compass reading here? Just about. Not quite 105. Spin this guy around, get him to about that spot. Let's say about right there-ish. We'll adjust if we need to. And we do have an ATIS here. We have 3015 is hey, thank you guys again for the hype love, man. Appreciate you. 3015. Let's get that thing spun around. If you are flying, I'm over at Hawthorne here at Kilo India Sierra Papa, heading to Nantucket. And I don't know if I post the route. Let me post the route here. I think this is the route that we're doing here. It'll come around at some point here, but if you're thinking about flying along, which I know sometimes you guys do, that's what I'm going to be doing. Long Island 7 departure to Long Island, to Hampton, to Sea Isle, and then to Nantucket VOR. All slant alpha today. Alright, speaking of all that stuff, let's get things dialed in here. Okay, I'm just realizing now that I have filed the Long Island VOR And I don't think there is one. Yeah, I don't think there is one here, guys. So we're gonna be like, we really need to probably come off of Calverton. Now, so they're probably gonna, well, you know what, we could probably tune Hampton and get Hampton here 13 nothing. Or no, 1360. Put that here in nav 1. Let's turn nav 1 on the front autopilot. That's not tracking anything quite yet, but that's okay. Once we get going, it's only a 36-mile leg, so I would be shocked if we can't track that once we kind of get airborne, get off the ground a little bit. Again, we're expecting runway 24, which would we need to climb heading 239, and then. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to remember all my click spots here. Where's my? Do I not have a click spot for the? Okay, 239. Be my heading. We're gonna climb to 3,000. And the avionics turned on here. I never did turn the aux pumps on. I think I should have had those on before we got started, but luckily we fired up. Let's get the lights on here, even though we are basically like 1 in the afternoon, I think. But still, doesn't hurt having backlighting in these old cockpits. All right. Anyway, we're up to 3,000, and then we'll get vectored onto the assigned route. And I'm thinking what we're going to get is a right-hand turnout to head eastbound. That's what we will be expecting. Currently, Long Island approach is on 120.05.
Alpha.
Oh, that sounded like Slant Alpha. Okay, 12005. And I think we'll go ahead and pick up our clearance here first. Long Island approach. Good afternoon. Good evening. Excuse me. November 11816 with information Delta IFR to Nantucket.
Number 11816 departure. Good evening. I got a question for you. 1 sec.
Yeah, I think they're seeing that same thing as far as that.
11816. I understand that you are Slant Alpha, but are you able to accept a reroute? The Hampton BOR Victor 46 to Clammy.
All right, we're going to go Hampton, and then can you say that Victor Airway again for November 11816?
Victor 46 to Clammy, and direct to Nantucket Airport.
Victor 46 Fleming, and then direct to Nantucket. Stand by, we'll go check that out. I think we'll be able to. We'll give you a call back.
11816, that's the Victor 46 to Clammy. That's Charlie Lima Alpha Mike Yankee.
Clammy, Charlie Lima Alpha Mike Yankee. Let me go check on that. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to change this up a little bit here. Victor.
And approach, it's Twin Comanche, Charlie Golf Romeo.
Alright. Victor 46.
Just to let you know my intentions at this point, I'm having a bit of a problem with the airplane. I'm going to make my way back into Bayport and see if I can do a quick repair here and then start my flight over again.
Heck yeah, I can do that.
Charlie Golf call from the Sierra, roger that. So long as, do you want pipe following back, or so long as you're clear for Charlie, you can switch to advisory?
Go from here, sir, thanks.
And approach November 11816.
1816?
We can do Hampton, Victor 46, Clammy. We would need the Nantucket VOR as opposed to direct the field, but otherwise we can accept that reroute.
November 1816, roger that. That's alright. I'll get you your clam shortly.
Alright, so that up there. Yeah, it looks like the Victor 46 that I would have actually filed that, but it looks to me like on the sectional that is like that's a like it's got this little gray squiggly.
1816, you're clear to the Nantucket Airport, Long Island 7 departure. Beta vectors Hampton VLR, Victor 46, Clammy, direct Nantucket VLR. Maintain 3,000, expect 9 or 1,000 once everyone's after departure. Departure is with me, squawk 1005.
Alright, cleared to Nantucket, Long Island 7 departure, radar vectors Hampton, Victor 46, Clammy, Nantucket VOR. We'll maintain 3,000, expect 9 or 1,000. Departure will be with you, squawk 1005, November 11816.
1816, read that correct, advise we're ready for taxi, expect runway 24 for departure. Looks like it is Echo is correct.
Alright, we'll go get Echo, and we'll give you a call for taxi, November 11816. Alright, so we've got Hampton dialed in. That's going to be fine. I won't show you, but if you look on the chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. So the route, if you're going to fly now, this is kind of what it looks like. It's going to be the Long Island 7 Hampton. It'll just a little change, but that Victor 46, it has a bunch of squigglies on it, and I thought that meant that it was not, like it was either no longer being used or it was in the process of being phased out, but maybe that's not what that means, and I'll need to that'll be my lesson of the day, I guess, here. So yeah, but we will be looking for something in the neighborhood of about, I would think, when we get turned here, probably something in the neighborhood of about 080 to go to Hampton, direct to Hampton. It'll be turning back to the northeast essentially, and we'll fine tune that as we go. And yeah, that's nav 1, 2, nav 1, and then we can set. We will set Nantucket here at 1620 in nav 2, and we will be approaching on a 090 heading. This is coming off of it's coming off of Libby actually, but I'm not gonna. Okay, now hold on for a second. Yeah, it'll be coming off of Libby. Yep, there we go. So that'll be ready to go. All we have to do is flip over to nav 2, and we should be able to track both of those. We've got the heading set, and I think we're just about ready to rock and roll here, you guys. Again, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining. Should be a lot of fun in the Boston airspace. And was it me, or does that controller sound incredibly young? Holy cow, that's so awesome. I love it when I hear the young guys and gals getting involved in flight simulation. Alright, taxi brief here. We are up at the northern side at Hawthorne. I am thinking we're going to be giving Bravo to Bravo 2. We're going to cross 15 right on Delta and over to runway 24. So let's go ahead and make that call, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. And departure November 11816 is ready for taxi.
11816, insurance clocking 1005 and mode Charlie, please.
Oh, sorry about that. 1005 and mode C. There we go. Yep, you can't see me. If
11816, runway 24, taxi via Bravo Delta.
24 Bravo Delta, and are we okay to cross 15 right?
11816, yes, I forgot about that. You can cross right 15 right.
I appreciate that, 11816. Oh, we didn't go get Echo. It's not good on our part. We'll go do a quick run up and we'll get information Echo just to make sure nothing's changed. Nobody out that way. We're kind of at the top, farthest northern part of this airport, so we're gonna go out here. Oh, I love these sounds. I love these sounds. Taxi lights coming on, and away we go. Oh boy, I need Bravo. Just about went down whiskey there. Caught that right at the last minute. Bravo parallels this runway, so we are needing to stay out here. That would have made for a significantly longer taxi, because there's no way to, like, I would have had to basically just go all the way back, or maybe they would have let me back taxi runway 24, but I doubt it. Make sure my DME is working okay there. Okay, this should be Bravo 2. Everybody doing okay? You guys have a good Tuesday? Mine was okay. Kind of a typical day. It's really... Sometimes those days are just days you try to get through, right? Nothing particularly interesting happened, but nothing catastrophically bad was going on either. So you just kind of grind your way through, and sometimes days like that, I don't know about you, but I find myself just getting done some of the mundane things that, like, you put off, you know. Seems like a perfect match. Kind of snowed here in the afternoon. That was kind of nice. It sort of added a little spice, little flavor to the afternoon. But hey, looky there, Jay Smitty's popping in. Hey, how's it going, John? And November 8033 Foxtrot is also in the house. Great to see you. How's the conversion of your cockpit going there, Mike? Have you fully transitioned it over to the Kodiak just yet? I can't wait to see that. I know you've taken it already in the time I've watched you. You've taken it from a Skyhawk to a Skylane to a tail dragging Skyhawk. So I have no doubt that your team of mechanics.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff. Wind 30 at 4.
We okay if we just take about 2 minutes for a run up?
After that, your takeoff clearance is still valid.
Alright, we'll call you when ready, November 11816. Yep, I for sure, this is one of those planes that it really will, like, things foul and stuff doesn't work, and so it's nice to get a little run up. Okay, do I have anybody behind me? I don't think I do. Alright, that's not quite into the wind, but pretty close. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna it's on the list. That's awesome, Michael. I like He's another mad scientist I'm discovering. Alright, we're going to run it up here to 17 and let it sit for just a second. We're checking just a quick scan. Everything appears to be doing good. Getting a good charge here. I am not 100% sure why I just am not seeing this. That's the problem. Oh, it's got to have power. That's partly why. And we will be we're going to be tracking 1360 to begin with here. So that'll have a little DME going here in just a moment. Okay, comm frequency is set, and we're probably going to stay with him for most of the way here. We'll switch over to Boston as we go. We're nice and symmetrical. I think this might be as much to do with my throttles as anything, but yeah, number one has been a little sluggish here. We're going to have to keep our eye on that and just make sure that we're okay. Everything else there looks good. I think suction's good. Yep, we've got full oxygen, and I think that looks really good there as well. So let's do a quick mag check. I think my left magneto might be a little bit funkadelic here. Well, it's symmetrical anyway, so that probably means something. If I knew a little bit more about engines, I probably would know what that means. Buildup of carbon or whatever. Hey Connor, how are you? What's going on? Steve, your PC's acting odd. GPU usage is 0 and your display is... Oh man, dude. I am so sorry, buddy. Light cut short. Well, hopefully a little reboot will get you going there, my friend. I'm so sorry to hear that. Who makes this? This is a Digital Replica, Nixie, and this is, I think it's the best kept secret in X-Plane. It's just an awesome plane. All right, we have information echo here. It's telling us nothing much different. Altimeter is 3017. That's, I guess, slightly different. Winds are now 300 at 4, so it's kind of slightly out of the north, right in the middle of the flight. Ah, heck! But still, runway 24 is what we're going to be using for departure. One last thing to check here. Flaps, and oh, I can't see the flaps because they're down below. So I'll hold those. Those are indicating appropriately. It's really hard to see here. See if I can zoom in. Watch the yellow needle there. Flaps set for takeoff. All right. Approach November 11816 with information echo. Short of 24, ready for departure.
November 11816, fly runway heading with 3004, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
24, clear for takeoff. We'll fly runway heading, November 11816. Twin Cessna. I keep forgetting to check in. Twin Cessna. I hardly ever get to call myself Twin Cessna, like 310 pilot. I love that guy. Funnel's clear. Runway is clear. Alright, guys. This will be a full power departure. If we don't have airspeed by the first taxi, we'll go aboard it. We are looking for 2625 on the throttle. 90 is what we're going to rotate at. If we can get to 90, we'll go ahead and get airborne. If If we have problems after that, we can land straight ahead. If we're able to reach 105, we'll get up to 1,000 feet, sort the problem out. Probably come right back here to MacArthur. There is, however, Suffolk County directly to our west if we needed that one also, just in case. And if we're heading back to the east and there's trouble, we have Sandy Point, we have Block Island that we could use as an alternate. Okay, here we go.
Here's town going.
Looking for 2625. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. $80, $90, $95 is rotation. There we go. Oh, I love that plane. Love this plane. Okay, just shooting for runway heading here. I'm going to go ahead and pull back the RPMs to 24. We're trimming out, looking for 100 initially here, and then 124 on the continual climb. Actually, that's where we're at. We're doing good. We're doing good. Flaps are coming up. And does not look like I have a VOR just yet. November 116, climbing 1,000.
116, thank you, climb maintain 4,000, turn left heading 180.
4,000, left hand, turn 180, November 11816. There comes our VOR, you guys probably saw that. And let's go ahead and just make our left hand turn. Nobody's over there. Get going southbound. We're cleared up to 4. Whoops, went through it a little bit there, trying to give you guys the you know, the cinematic shot and all. 120 on the continual climb would be awesome. Pitch a little bit here and grab that. Power setting for climb is pretty good at this point in time. Flaps are up and stowed. Don't think I can probably, kind of hard to do that with track IR on. So climb maintain 6,000, November 11816. Okay, yeah, left turn 090, November 11816. Alright. We'll just kind of keep hand flying it here for a little bit. Nobody out that way, I can see. I think we're flying over Bayport here, aren't we? We'll be back in this neighborhood. No, Bayport I think is just a little, well, maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll take a look as we fly by. Unofficial home of the Virtual USA Flying Club, which does have an event tomorrow night that I'll be flying in. Most of you guys in the chat probably will also be flying in. It's the Bayport Out and Back event. And I think I'm going to change my streaming plan here, and I'm going to debut a brand spanking new aircraft tomorrow night as a part of this event. You'll have to stay tuned. I'm working on working on a little late change of plans that I think you might really enjoy. Okay, guys, let's spin this bad boy around to 090. Let's turn him on. Let's, I have the heading on right now, I do. Is it holding? Yep, not too bad. Climbing at 1,500, we'll head up to 6,000. Can't really see if that's Bayport. I think it might be Bayport. Climb maintain 8,000, November 11816. That is Bayport. There's the, here's where we come in. There's a high school out here somewhere. We carve our, I think that's Bayport. Maybe right there. Yeah, maybe not. That's Bayport right there. Very cool. Ha, very cool. A little bit of foreshadowing there for tomorrow night, but yeah. Direct Hampton VOR, November 11816. Alright, here we go. Here's where I gotta remember what I'm doing. So I'm gonna spin this dial here. We're almost going right to it right now. So right there is what we are. We're going to the VOR 2. So we need to flip this guy down here from heading to Omni. It'll make a little bit of a left-hand turn. Hey, that wasn't the usual hot mess that it is. Smitty just loaded into Bayport to mess around a little bit. Well, I just did a little flyby over you, buddy. Steve said at one point I was rolling my eyes when I would hear young voices on the radio. Now I've learned to embrace it. Oh yeah, absolutely, Steve. You are totally correct. Pentagon, I don't know if I welcomed you yet, but hello, my friend. It's great to see you. Skull, happy Tuesday. And Connor, I keep forgetting about that, but don't you guys, you watch that. You know who I'm talking about with Jamie, she's an ATC and he's the 310 pilot. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think it's 310 pilot. And up to 900,000, November 11816. Anyway, they're from somewhere in the Illinois area, and yeah, they're superintendent. He's actually trying to sell his plane and his hangar right now. Maybe it's a 210 they have. Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, Nixie said this kid really knows what he's doing. He's flown into space. Yeah, he is. Yeah, very, very proficient. Okay, we're climbing up above 4, so I am going to go ahead and start to lean a little bit here. Just kind of leaning for power, listening to what's going on. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? They got 2 little kids. They're flying all over the place. He just did a repaint. 1 Bravo Charlie, I think, is their tail sign. It's November something something 1 Bravo Charlie. But I think she's an ATC. Yeah, he's got 310. There's another guy out there that has like a. No, I'm thinking of the guy out of Cedar Rapids, Martin Pauly. He flies a Bonanza though. Yep. They have a good YouTube channel, Hawker. Yep, exactly. Fun, cool. I mean, it seemed like a really a neat family. Alright, well, we're climbing out just a smidge over the blue line here, but I'll take that, all things considered. When we get up to where we need to go, you know, we're going to be probably pushing about 180 or so. 24 inches and 2400 RPM is sort of what we're looking for here. And we're not making 24 on the manifold, are we? Let's go ahead, we can increase a little bit here. And pull back on the RPMs slightly. There we go. That's pretty good climb power. Ooh, and we're go ahead and bump the. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta. Oh boy. Yep, I screwed up. I should have had that centered before I turned the altitude hold on, and then now I can nudge it up. So let's get back on the climb. Yep, see our speeds It's slightly getting away from us. It's not, I mean, we're almost there. We only have 3,000 feet to go, so it's not like I'm trying to get up to, you know, flight level 240 in this baby or something, but I think the kind of the optimum climb is somewhere in that 120 to 130 range. The Navamatic, that's right, Vixie. What's going on, my friend? Great to see you, sir. The old Navamatic. One of my other planes that I just got here recently has a Navamatic, but it's like a 400 instead of a 200. It's like a or maybe it's an 800. Anyway, it's like a generation above, like the next generation of the Navamatic. But I'm kind of getting a feel for this guy. There we go, about 1,000. That'll be pretty good. Another 2,000 feet to go, and then again, if you don't have this plane, you get it. You can see, so like, if you get up above the arrow, right, it kind of clicks down. That means it wants to trim you down. So like, if you spin the trim wheel forward, right, it noses the plane down, which is kind of what you're used to. And then vice versa, when you get down here, the arrow's up. So that took me a little getting used to. But the one thing that was critical for me is they have a little click spot here. When the plane gives you the finger, that's a good thing, because that's the straight and level click spot. Now, I kind of think in the real Navamatic, like, that's not a thing. Like, you have to continually trim this thing and hold it, but that, for this particular airplane, that allows you to fly straight and level, which is really nice. Can I zoom in on it? You bet, Smitty. So I'm currently, this is your heading mode, so I'm currently, well, I was doing 090, but I went from heading to Omni, and the Omni then it chases the VOR. To control your altitude, you turn the altitude on, and then this is the power on here. You do have the ability to do a little bit of a roll trim if you'd like also. If you don't like just to use this knob. I don't really use that much. I rather use this because it's a fairly, you know, it's a pretty mellow, like, it doesn't bank you super hard at a 30-degree angle. But then again, there you have down here, you've got the up and down trim. You just pitch that as you go. That does not disconnect the autopilot. And we're at 8,800, so we're just about, probably should mellow out this ascent just a little bit, so that we don't do the nose bob when it's time to level. And that's pretty close right there. Boom. All right, that should hold it pretty well. You should see some airspeed here again, you know, without working too hard. We're definitely thinking fuel efficiency tonight, but yeah, we'll be up, you know, between 180 and 200. And we can go ahead and lean the mix out here as well. We're at 8,000, so keep an eyeball on the EGT over there on the far right. Just pulling back on the mixture, leaning. Wait for, there's peak. Okay, so we'll go ahead, and if you needed to, you could, where's the little, there's a, yeah, hold on, let me get this enriched. That red is pretty close to where it needs to be. But there is a way, yeah, right here, like you could spin that and adjust that just if you needed a reference there. It's a fun plane. I don't fly it enough yet. I think we're all guilty of it, right? It's just, you forget every time you fly it just how much fun it is. And you promise yourself, oh, I'm going to get right back in it, but you just never do. It's kind of one of those planes. 13 miles away from, should be, or no, sorry, 13 miles to Hampton, 1360.
Fly with Mike.
We're 12 out. Hey, Flying with Mike is here. MJ Schmidt. Good to see you. Good to see you. There we go. Sorry, 11.2. I don't know what I was... I'm not sure what was going on there. 11 miles, 10.9 to go. Goes on sale, yeah. And that's the kicker. Like full price, it's $24. and it's like, yeah, and they'll kick it down. I mean, and it's old, but it's still relevant. And you know, one thing that he is interested still in having developed is the little weather radar here. It doesn't really do much right now. You can turn it on here and you can flip buttons, but it doesn't obviously.
Providence approach now, 123.67. Have a great night. Thanks for flying to New York.
2367. You have a great night yourself. Thanks for the ATC. We'll see you next time. 11816. $23.67. All right.
November 7 Lima Echo, if you said 10,000, that's wrong. It's 7,000. Yep, 7,000.
The other thing about this plane that I think is cool is that all this autopilot stuff only sort of works. Like you can see, we've kind of got a little bit above 8,000 or 9,000. Providence approach. Good evening, Twin Cessna, November 11816 at 9,000.
Twin Cessna, November 11816, Providence approach. Good evening, Providence altimeter 3015. Welcome to the party.
3015. Good to be here. 11816. All right. Now, so here's what we're going to do. We're 5 miles out. When we get to Hampton, we need to be outbound on a 0, 9, or 6 heading. So I'm going to temporarily, I'm going to spin that in here. Okay. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use a little heading mode while we get this guy updated. And it's not a huge turn, so I'm going to wait till this guy is pretty close to down there around 1 or 2. We'll hit that cone of confusion. You can see the needle already is kind of starting to lose it. And so I'm sure we'll have to do some fine tuning here, but that's okay. The potty. I love this airspace. Oh, dang it! I had my Sheed t-shirt even. I forgot to wear it. What the heck? I may have to do a wardrobe change here midstream. What was I thinking? Okay, 2.5.
Tower Club 117 flying 360 vectors for spacing. Fly 360 for spacing. 117.
Just about, yeah, we're really getting wiggly here, aren't we?
November 7 Lima Echo, descend and maintain 7,000.
I'll go about 1.5 miles.
7,000, 7 Lima Echo.
That's close enough. Okay, heading mode engaged. We'll make that little bit of a turn. We'll update this guy here to be, what did I say, 0, 9, or 7? 5, 6, 7. We'll see kind of how this centers up. Yep, we passed it, so we're now from.
Here
it comes.
Good evening, the Providence altimeter is 3015. Welcome to the pod.
May have to just head back a little bit.
3015,
So I'm going to go about 3, 4, 5 degrees back towards due east and pick up that VOR. One thing I like about this, controlling the heading with this knob, is it's intuitive. Like if I want to turn left, I spin the dial that way and it turns me in that direction. If I want to turn right, I spin it right and it turns me in that direction. So that feels very intuitive. Just about there. We don't have to be in a big hurry. We're 3.5 miles past. We're gonna chase this guy out 44 miles, and then we'll start tracking Nantucket VOR inbound. So, yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Now, do I have any? What are my camera views here? Do I have any good? Oh yeah, there we go. Got a little wing view here. Might even have something on the other side, do I? No? Don't. No backseat view, unfortunately. No facing backwards view, but you have plenty of room for storage. This would be a pretty cool plane to own in real life. Although I think this particular model would be a serious, like you'd have a big time maintenance bill. All right, we're back. We're backtracking the VOR, back in Omni mode here, and didn't even notice. So that's cool. Watch this guy track out to 44, and then out there in the distance somewhere is Nantucket. Aero Commander 500s. Just got to get your private multi. That plane, those babies, those Commanders, man, they've got some serious get up and go, right? Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about there, man. Look at that bad boy. That'll get you from point A to point B. That's a plane that I haven't flown an X-plane in a really long time. That's a fun plane to fly. This plane here and the Islander. Been working way too hard. Good performance and good gas mileage. Oh yeah. Well,
117 fighting 070.
You can haul your entire freaking football team with you too in that sucker. Your slow pitch softball team and 2 kegs of beer. Flying with Mike saying the same thing. That's one of your favorite twins, that Aero Commander. Yeah, it's got that funky that throttle gate that you have to learn how to use. That beta gate. Now that I have my Bravo throttle quadrant, that'll be a lot easier. But I just have not fired it up yet, and it may not. It might not come out of the hangar until X-Plane 12 makes its debut.
JetBlue, disregard.
That is a cool plane, though. That's what Canadian Captain Mustache flies when he is when he's doing his scouting for the forest fires up there in British Columbia. They fly an Aero Commander.
Blue 983, contact Boston approach 120.6, have a great one. Boston approach 120.6, thanks for the parking at 8 feet. The aircraft calling Providence, go ahead.
265 at 9,000 feet at 10 Airbus Alpha 20 November on Isles approach, tree left on Boston International.
265 Providence approach, good evening, the Providence altimeter 30.
Connor said he'll be flying the piston version for the event tomorrow. Can you get that out of? Can you get that up and out of Bayport, Nixie?
United 265 direct wounds.
Hawker,
of your approach request.
I've kind of put the Learjet sort of back in the needs to be worked on file. I think they have a pretty cool idea, and the 3D cockpit is pretty awesome. The sounds are just not great, and there is zero, and I mean zero, documentation. I did manage to get my hands on a POH, and I started kind of working my way through some of that, and
at a 265 to center maintain 7,000.
It's a super interesting airplane. It's my favorite biz jet. It just is, just because of the history of it. But like sounds are that important to me. Like, and it just, the sounds are okay, but they're not, I don't know, man. They're just, anyway, so it's kind of like, I still have it installed, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it. It's like the performance aspect of it in the sim is crazy good, and I mean, like, it would be a really fun aircraft to fly, no doubt about it. I'm just hoping that folks will kind of continue to work on it. I can overlook a lot of things, like kind of like this plane. Like, this plane does not have the most advanced, like the graphics, right? This is this is pretty good, but you can see it's a little bit dated, right? There's some things here that are kind of, whatever. It doesn't look like the texturing that you're seeing like in the Challenger per se. And that's kind of the other thing about the Learjet, is there's some quite a bit of X-Plane 10 looking stuff in that aircraft. So like I can do the slightly diminished visuals if it sounds good, or if it has like top of the line sort of documentation, or at least some documentation. Like, just give me something. Let me know what my power settings are supposed to be. Let me know, what, just that kind of stuff. But however, what I would say is this: it's freeware, and for what the guy's done to it, and he's worked. I mean, you can tell he's worked on it. It's 10 years. It's a 10-year project. It's not junk. It's definitely not like, it's not one I'm going, oh, this was a waste of space. Like, I still have it, and it's going to be out there, but it's just not. It just kind of slipped down on my priority list a little bit. It's probably too bad it came out, or I found out about it right about the same time as I found out about the Metroliner, and for some reason I'm just in love with that stupid Metroliner. Rock Valkyrie's here. What is going on, my friend? Gold, did the Queen of the Sky work for you there? I couldn't tell. Did that work?
Azimuth 505.
Please tell me it worked.
The Province altimeter 3015. Expect the ILS runway 23. Descend and maintain 5,000.
Let me try sound here. Are my sounds not working again? Ah, holy. Chatbot, why do you hate me? Connor's not sure if the he's not sure. There we go. Oh, it worked for Fixie.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood? I'm your huckleberry.
Alright. Well, maybe Brett broke the ice. Anyway, Nixie doesn't know if the commander's going to make it out of Bayport, but he's going to give it a
Providence departure approach.
He's going to give the old college try. Well, the one thing that you've got working in your favor, Nixie, on the south end of the runway, I personally have trimmed several of those trees, so you should have an extra, 20 or 30 feet that you can use to your advantage.
For your flight following, give me 1 minute for the squawk code, and you can depart whatever runways you'd like. Just let me know.
Roger, I'm gonna begin taxiing now.
It's good to mingle with these laid back.
November 0 Charlie Alpha Ground is powered, so just let me know what runway you want, and I'll get you your taxi instructions.
In fact, I think there was one time, Rob, am I accurate saying this? There was one time that you and I both kind of in back-to-back landings increased the distance of that south runway just slightly with our, and again, we didn't have to do that, but we just did it for the love of the Virtual USA Flying Club, and in thinking about safety, consideration. We're selfless like that. We just felt like a little extra room would be a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, it cost both of us a propeller. We get that, but it's a sacrifice we're willing to make. Just about to 44, you guys, and here's what I'm gonna do. We are currently traveling at about a 09 or 3. Just gonna hop over to heading mode here, and then I'm gonna flip to nav 2.
3018, and thank you for making 114.
And we need 16.2. Oh, we're not picking it up yet. Okay, that's potentially.
Could you repeat your instructions? I wasn't listening. Sorry about that.
0 Charlie Alpha runway 23 taxi via Charlie.
Okay, that's potentially a problem.
Alright.
So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to really, it's not a major cause of concern, but we know that it's generally going to be 09 or 0. And, oh, wait a second. Do we have? I take it back. We may have had that. So let's go to Omni, and let's see if we're tracking that guy. No, we are not. I've got something backwards here. Dang it. Okay, back to heading mode. Sorry.
American 114 cross the Wounds intersection and maintain 7,000.
Let me do this.
Cross Wounds at maintain 7,000. American 114.
1620.
Cessna 816 contact Boston approach 118.6. Correction 118.2. Have a great one.
1820. We'll see you in a little bit. Twin Cessna 816. 1820. Okay, back to nav 1. I want to track 2, nav 1. Okay, this should be what we need here. Maybe a slight course correction. Just a little bit, and then we'll bring it back around. Come on, girl. Come back around for me. Why are we flying a complete... Oh, there it comes. Okay. Yeah, we had slid down kind of south of the course there. We probably were okay with what we were doing with nav 2, but I just got a little bit nervous about that. So this...
Approach November 245 Sierra Romeo on the Nantucket General Aviation ramp. Request IFR to Bradley.
Really flying northbound here.
2367.
Did we fall that far off? There we go. Now we're getting back on it here. Now we're getting back on. All right. So a little bit of a zigzag here. Sorry about that. People in the back.
5 Sierra Romeo. Roger. Your clearance is on request number 1. Stand by.
All right. Here's the hard thing: is getting a hold of this guy.
534. Care 534.
He's hearing people on frequency that I'm not hearing, and I don't want to.
You can go ahead and contact Providence Approach.
Don't want to step on everybody.
2367.
Nantucket ATIS. Let's get Nantucket ATIS here.
Number 245 Sierra Romeo. You are cleared to
Information
the Bradley
Foxtrot. Altimeter 3017.
Filed.
Runway 24 ILS. Okay.
4,000 in 5 minutes. Departure frequency with me. Squawk 3405.
How are we doing? Might have 24 still on the manifold pressure.
Sierra Romeo cleared to Bradley.
24 and 24.
Radar vectors.
All pressures look good. Both sides. Suction good. Yep, all that stuff looks good. We are definitely in icing conditions, but everything else I think is functioning correctly. And I'm going to go ahead and go 1620 here.
Number 245 Sierra Romeo, you can expect Radar vectors to join Victor 146, then as filed.
52 miles out. We got time here.
That's what I got. I had something first. Alright, November 245, Sierra Romeo cleared to Bradley. Radar vectors to join 146, Victor 146, then as filed. 2,000, expect 4,000 in 5 minutes.
See, I don't... Did I do birthday? I might have that as one of my commands, Rob, but I don't know if that's...
Information Foxtrot is current. You can expect runway 24.
I don't know if I still have that on there.
Local 50 Romeo.
Boston approach, hello, Twin Cessna, November 11816 at 9,000.
Cessna,
It's your
November
birthday?
11816, Boston approach.
Yeah, buddy, happy birthday, man.
3017 information, Foxtrot is current. You can expect the visual for runway 24.
3017, we do have Foxtrot, Twin Cessna 816.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man. I did not know that. That's awesome, dude. I think that's how old I am. 60, yeah, I'm 53. It's a good year, man. It's a good year. Okay, so visual 24. We will still dial in ILS 24. That is, so I have to have that. To do the ILS, I have to have that in the top nav. So I'm going to flip over to nav 2 and let's just hopefully see if it won't make a major. Is it making a course, a little bit of a correction there? Okay, that's not too bad. So for the ILS runway 24, this is going to be 1091. And yeah, a little bit of a, like I say, the autopilot mostly works. You get a little bit of this stuff, which again is just kind of part of the character of this stately old lady. 241 is going to be the approach course though, so let's get that spun around. Again, just in case we need it. We shouldn't need it. We're going to be given the visual, but we'll have that ready to go just in case. Well, Rob, are you like, I mean, I'm thinking birthday cake or something, you know, going out eating half a pound of ice cream or something crazy like that. Hope you did something special to celebrate. And yeah, man, it's a good day to have a birthday. Tuesday's a good day for a birthday. I did have at one point in time a birthday command that the junior first officer had, but I don't think I ever got it set up. That's when I first saw that I thought that's what you were trying to trigger. That'd have been a perfect one there. Tip Dog's here. Tip Dog, what's going on, my friend? All right, look at us doing a $190, almost a $195 here. Just about 170, 167 nautical miles per hour. Cool. Yeah, you can see where our number 2 engine is just a little bit fast. So I'm going to pull back on that number 2 just a bit, just to try to kind of sync up. Well, really, that's just crazy. I was really pulling back on it. It's just going to have to be a little fast, I think. What if it's my RPMs here? There we go. It's that sensitive. I'm just literally just nudging the RPMs. You'll never get it perfect, but you can kind of get it pretty close anyway. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit better. I'll take that. It has, if you do want to go up and need pressurization, it does simulate that. You have to turn this on and you have only a certain amount of oxygen, so it's not unlimited. The de-icer and all that stuff also works well. I should have had the pitot heat on here. That was not good. It does not show visual icing though, so you just have to kind of pay attention to your airspeed and your performance. But Tim Dog was flying the CRJ over in Fussy Pants from Atlanta to Lafayette and made it to the downwind, and you had a crash to desktop. Ah, man. So Tim, so far you and Steve99 both have had issues with your sim that have caused crashes today. I'm very sorry to hear that. That is that's so dang frustrating. There's the island of Nantucket. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I've not been in MSFS a whole lot with this new update, so I've got a couple of streams coming up though. We'll give it the full test. I haven't flown the CRJ for a while. I really want to fly that. I like that plane a lot. Done a nice job. All right, I think you guys, it's time to hand fly a little bit. So please forgive me because I'm going to be kind of not very responsive to the chat because I'm just this thing is like trying to balance a marble on a bowling ball. It's very likes to yaw, likes to roll, likes to pitch, likes to just keep you on your toes. So seems to have more of a CTD problem. Really, I didn't realize that. That's not good to hear.
Boston approach carrier 3015 3500 inbound to Nantucket.
I've had pretty good luck with it.
I do not have the ATIS yet. I seem to be
knock on wood.
The radio.
Up to this point, we've done most of our flying
Boston approach
down kind of in
yeah, we're working on getting the ATIS
the Australian or the Australia area.
To runway 24.
3017 will expect the visual approach for 24. I don't see a far, but can I fly that as the gray point?
That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be super stable in this new update. I haven't seen Aerosoft push anything out either, which kind of makes me nervous. Like usually you get, like the working title guys have pushed out an update for their citation, and the 152 I think has pushed out something, and the fly-by-wire guys, yeah, there you go. Yeah, 80%, really, man, oh man, that's not good.
Boston approach carrier 831. We're 5,500 flight following. We have weather in Nantucket.
831 Boston approach. Good evening. The Cape altimeter.
You're using that experimental fly-by-wire, and you're still more stable, really. Wow. That's crazy, man.
Just a question, Art. Is our altitude showing over there 5,500 now?
Alright, well, we're hand flying here, guys, and
Carry 31 altitude indicates 5,600.
Okay, close enough.
Cape approach Endeavour 4804. Descending through 130.
I'm kind of feeling like they're going to turn us here on a right-hand.
Number 4804.
No, they may take us all the way around and left-hand pattern into 24. Seems like that's what we do here.
You can expect the ILS to runway 24.
I was trying to look. Do I have a tower?
Endeavour 4804.
I do have tower 1830, so we'll have that ready to go here. Oh, that is already ready to go.
Boston approach, United 30.
And I think I can just flip over to COM 2 right here.
1399 Boston approach. Good evening. The Cape altimeter. Expect the ILS for runway 24.
3017, and if it makes it easier, I can do the great point visual for 24.
United 1399, expect the Great Point visual for runway 24.
I can plan on that, United 1399.
Number 11816, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, November 11816. Okay, we'll just pull back the power. Maintain our heading. We're getting blown a little south here. Trying to crab. I've got about a 5-degree crab angle right now. And I would love about a 1,500 foot per minute descent. I think that'd be pretty good. Somewhere between 1,000 and 15. I should have dialed up the Great Point visual. I think that takes you, like, out here you got it. There's a, I would have had to brief it because there's a couple of noise sensitive areas that you have to go well around. We're definitely not on that. Alright, let's take a look real quickly at descent checklist. We've kept the cowl flaps closed the entire time. Probably could have opened them up and helped our engine cooling just a little bit, but it was a nice cool day today, so it really wasn't a high priority thing. I never really did see anything that was looked like it was overheating, so that was not anything we needed to do. And we're just adjusting power as we go. We are below 10,000, so you know, did I ever put strobes? No, I didn't. I didn't have strobes on, and I'll probably have the steady navs on here. I never did put the landing lights on either.
1,400 climbing 2,000.
Number 245 Sierra Romeo, Boston approach radar contact, climb and maintain 2,000.
Looks like he's going to take us pretty much just straight over the airfield at this point.
Direct Providence.
Right direct Providence, 5 Sierra Romeo.
You kind of see things, airport buildings and stuff right out off our 12 o'clock here. Kind of 12 to 1 o'clock. He may end up putting us on a right-hand pattern here before we know it. Connor's got his flight plan complete.
245 Sierra Romeo traffic, 11 moving 12 o'clock. Eastbound at 6,000.
Bounced around here. I need to start getting my eyes on here too. Here would be
11816 traffic 2 moving 3 o'clock northbound out of level at 2,000 is a Cirrus.
Looking for that traffic 816. Here, if it was dark, it would certainly be easier to spot, but right now
Endeavor 4804 depart depot heading 080.
If he's heading northbound, then he is. Oh, geez, wait a second. 3 o'clock.
Down to 9,000, Endeavor 4804.
Northbound.
At 1399
I was looking at 9 o'clock. Know your clock, dude. Okay, I don't see him still. Boy, velocity has helped a ton in this regard, though. If he's out there, we're going to see him. And I just do not. We'll keep looking, but I'm going to try to hold my heading here and keep an eye on. I've got 500 to go till I need to level out. So he is northbound. He's kind of probably cutting in behind us, hopefully.
Previously called traffic, no factor, climb and maintain 4,000.
Up to 4,005 Sierra Romeo.
Number 11816, turn 20 degrees left.
20 left, 11816.
11816 at Nantucket Airport, 3 o'clock, 2 miles.
11816, we have the field in sight.
For 11816, you can extend your downwind as you need. For the altitude, you can contact Nantucket Tower now, 118.3, 18.3, good night.
Alright, go over to the tower, and we'll talk to you soon, 11816.
Yep.
Alright, 1830. Okay, so we need to get down here. 2,500. Elevation's 50 feet, so yeah, I need to cut some altitude for sure. Speed's looking good though. We're in flaps range, and lost sight. The field's kind of over there. There we go. We're good to go. There's 2,000. I'll probably work quite a ways out. I'll probably make my base turn here at about 1,500 feet.
Departure 118.2, Walker 1251, thanks a lot.
Okay, that looks like pretty good profile wise. Let's go ahead and toss a notch flaps out here. We can start that base turn. Yeah, Nantucket Tower, hello, Twin Cessna 11816 on the visual, runway 24.
November 11816, Nantucket Tower, hello, the wind's 280 at 5, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, 11816. Alright guys, looking for about 90 on the ref here, so if I could bring it in at about 100, that'd be fantastic.
Nantucket Tower, care 3015 at 2,500, 13 miles north. Looking to do the Great Point visual for runway 24.
Care 1315, Nantucket Tower. Roger that. So report over the Great Point.
Report over Great Point, care 3015.
Gear coming down. Kind of overshot that turn to final just a little bit. Feel like I'm also just a little bit low here, so we'll kind of level off, get our speed right, which is actually looking pretty good. Gonna go another notch of flaps. Seeing some redness on the pappies, so again we'll just kind of keep it level. Till we're just a bit closer here. There comes a white, just about back on the glide here. There we go, 2 and 2. Speed looks good. Gear down, 3 green. Lights are on, flaps are set. Slight crosswind from the right hand side, as you guys can see. I kicked the tail around just a little too far.
And Nantucket Tower, we're just passing the Great Point Lighthouse now, care 3015.
Almost made that first turn.
The Great Point visual runway 24, runway 24, clear to land, the wind's 2805.
Be cleared for the
That wasn't too bad.
24 and runway 24.
Not too bad for this plane.
3015.
We're just going to look for a nice quick turnaround here, guys, and be on our way up to Bradley. Yeah, I think we're clear. If I have ground here. Do I have Nantucket ground? That's a negative. Somebody's trying to make a radio call here, I think. Tower Twin Cessna 816 clear 24.
Number 11816, welcome to Nantucket. Taxi to the ramp at your discretion. Cross all runways.
Alright, we'll go straight in here and cross all runways 816. Won't need to cross anything, actually. That was not needed, not necessary. Okay, flaps are cleaned up. I can take the landing taxi strobies off here. Beacon will stay on. Okay, we're clear, we're clear. I'm not going to go all the way back over to the hangar area, but we'll just, I think we can kind of come in here and find a spot sort of out of the way. It'll be a quick turnaround. In fact, I think I'm going to leave the engines running.
Nantucket Tower, United 1399, Great Point visual 24, being Great Point.
There we go. Let's call it good right there. Let's get the brakes set. Just let it idle at
runway 24, traffic center
1,000.
4.5 miles. Beechcraft Bear and altitude reporting 1,700. Report site.
Leaning stuff out here.
Be number 2 for runway 24, clear to land, and I have the traffic, United 1399.
Alright guys, well, let's see. Flying with Mike, thanks man, appreciate that. So Nixie, I was just trying to read that. You're going to go a long IFR cross country, Chattanooga to Bayport. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be really fun.
Nantucket Tower, Care 831, information golf, we're behind the Endeavor.
Alright guys, let's do this. I have
12 o'clock, now 2 miles, maintain visual separation.
a tech route, Nantucket, Victor 146, Providence, Bradley. Let's put that in there. Let's see if they accept it.
Nantucket Tower, Care 3015. Do you need me to maintain a speed to stay out of this traffic line?
And
Care 3015, yeah.
Let's get that filed here now as well.
Best forward speed, Care 3015.
All this is the same. KCK. What time is it right now? It is 22:37, so easily here in the next 20 minutes. So we'll just conservative say 0300. We are heading back westbound, and the tech route suggested 10,000. So we'll put that in. This route, by the way, can be found just by going to the BVA RTCC website. 48 minutes on this one, and I don't know how much fuel we have left. We had 4 hours to start.
We got traffic 3 o'clock. We got traffic. No, we got traffic 4 o'clock and traffic 2 o'clock.
I would say we gotta have at least 3 hours still. Sorry.
Right base, following 4 o'clock traffic and carry that on.
And there is no departure. Nope, no departure.
Number 2, runway 24, clear to land, United 1399, thanks.
So we will be departing runway 24, kind of out this way, and it's possible they could bring us back around here this way and shoot past the Nantucket VOR, but I'm kind of anticipating that we'll be cleared to direct Martha's Vineyard and then up the 146 here to Providence, and then from Providence it's a straight shot in here to Bradley. Bradley right now is winds are 300 at 4, so I'm thinking runway 33 is probably going to be our boy. I'm close enough. Do I actually have? Nope, I don't have. I don't have the
clear to land.
Weather there at Bradley quite yet. All right. Tower Twin Cessna 11816. Information Foxtrot IFR to Bradley.
Remember 11816, I don't seem to have a new flight plan, just try refiling. If not, I can make it for you.
It's possible we didn't hit the file button there. We just did right now.
I got it. November 11816, you're clear to the Bradley Airport via radar vectors Nantucket, then as filed. Climb maintain 2000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.2 and squawk 5504.
Cleared to Bradley, radar vectors Nantucket, then is filed. Maintain 2,000, expect 10,000. Departure is 118.2 and squawk 5504, November 11816. We'll set that as runway heading. We have 16.2 as the Nantucket VOR.
Air 3015 is clear on Charlie.
16.2.
Air 3015, welcome
And
to
Martha's
Nantucket.
Vineyard is
all runways.
14.5.
The ramp, my discretion, crossing all runways, Air 3015.
I am guessing that we'll be needing roughly 300 heading to get direct from Nantucket towards Martha's Vineyard.
Care 831, maintain best forward speed. Sorry, we're doing that now. We're getting a crazy 72 knot headwind. Carry it on. Tom, you're gonna land first. The other guy might have to spin.
Okay. Alright, almost ready to go here, guys. Let me get one more thing set up in my Navigraph.
Welcome to Nantucket, exit right when able.
So I can get my taxi chart.
Discretion, cross all runways.
Exited and taxi at my discretion, United 1399, thank you. See you.
And we do need to go check the Volanta touchdown report, don't we? Since it was one of our better ones in this plane, it's still not going to look super velvety smooth here or anything, but let's just let's see what they say here. It was, oh geez, 149 and 1.29 G's. My speed was a little slow, 74 knots. That's a little too slow. Again, I want to be more like about 90, so that I could have even been a little more buttery there had I nailed the speed. But look at the great coverage being provided here by the Boston guys on a Tuesday night. That's so awesome. Thank you guys for doing that, and thank you also for the New York controllers. If you're watching or you come across this later on, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Okay. And November 11816 with Foxtrot, the terminal area ready for taxi.
November 11816 Nantucket Tower, runway 24, taxi at your discretion, cross runway 33.
We'll go at our discretion and we'll cross runway 33, November 11816. Hey, check it out. There's
11816, be advised, there is a United. He's pulling in through Alpha now.
Now we see that traffic in. We'll go ahead and follow him.
Never 4804, traffic no longer factor.
They coming that way? No. It's a little sob, man. That's awesome. How that makes me miss the sob. Ooh, there comes somebody. He's putting her down. That looks like a Metroliner. I got Metroliner on the brain now. I got to actually see the Metroliners when I was at Denver. So I'm pumped up, man. Lap set for takeoff. Okay, I think this is Gulf that we're on here.
Care 831, welcome to Nantucket, taxi into the ramp at your discretion. Have a good day. Ramp at our discretion, Care 831, thank you.
Man, super fun night. Thank you so much for flying along, for watching. Sounder AU, yeah, how's it going, buddy? The Saab is awesome, isn't it? I mean, come on. How can you not love that little underpowered turboprop? Great to see you. Comes little Mad Dog. That's cool. Doggone it, man. Excellent choice of aircraft tonight, captains. I tip my hat to you all. Holy cow. Okay, no run-up needed, but we are going to try to get actually everything on here.
Correction, runway 24, line up and wait.
24, line up and wait, 11816.
Endeavour 4804, welcome to Nantucket, exit right when able, taxi into the ramp at your discretion, have a good day.
Right when able, ramp our discretion, Endeavour 4804, thanks, we'll see ya.
Number 11816, fly heading 270, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 270 and clear for takeoff, runway 24, Twin Cessna 11816. Alright guys, here we go. Pixie's heading to Providence himself. Alright buddy. I'll wing wave at you as I'm heading into Bradley. Finals clear, runway's clear. We're looking for 26, 25 here. Mixture full forward prop, full forward. Rotate at 95. We don't have airspeed by the second taxiway, I should say. No, first taxiway past the runway. We're going to go full abort. Airspeed's alive. If we have any problems, we're going to make a left-hand 180 degree and try to make it back on the ground. There's 90 and rotación.
Yay, it's Amy Van.
Oh, hello, Amy Van. This flyby is for you, young lady. How are you doing, Amy? Oh, hey, hello, whoa, hey, I'm just not very good at that flyby and then coming back in here. Great to see you though. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Tuesday. Pitching for 120 here. I'm pulling back to 2400 and getting back on the manifold here as well. We're trying to make 270. How was T-Tail Tuesday over there in the Sim Caesar world? Is he back? Did he stream today? Is he doing okay? Does anybody know? I'm a little worried about him. I missed out when I was on my vacation. I didn't see that he was taking a slight break there, so I hope he's doing all right. Okay, 2000 is where we have to level. We're now flying 270. And I hope you're doing well as well, Amy Ann. And Sounder, if I didn't welcome you, welcome. Great to have you, my friend, down in down from Australia, I believe, if I recall. All right, there's 2000, and let's see if we can get leveled off here. Alright, Steve's doing his flight over the water, was getting rocked by turbulence, 100-foot swings, holy moly, but the arrow took it. It's such a light airplane, isn't it? I mean, it just is an absolute, it's just a rodeo, man. It's just an absolute rodeo. Alright, there's 2000. We're just going to do the best we can hand flying it here. Picking up a lot of speed, I know. That's okay. We're only going to 10,000. Just try to hold a 270 course if we can. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. And again, sorry that you had a little bit of trouble with GPU earlier. I hope that was just a one-time kind of funky glitch there, but glad you're enjoying that I'm glad you're enjoying that Aero, and I'm glad you made it. It made the trip back from Homer okay. I was worried about it being up there in the snow and ice. Yeah, so your route was a little long. Just more time in the airplane, man. Alright, so we're definitely going to get vectored here to Martha's Vineyard. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 1450 in. In fact, I think what we'll do is this. Let's turn the... Let's center this guy. And let's turn altitude, hold on, and that on. And that should level us off right where we're at. Oh gosh, except for, hold on. I didn't want standby. Just came off my. Holy cow! What the heck? What the heck is going on there? I apologize to my passengers for that momentary feeling of weightlessness that you just experienced. And you may have also banged your head on the right-hand side of the aircraft too when I banked steeply. Okay, let's try this again, you guys. I want 270 as my heading. Okay, and I want to try to hold 2,000 here, which I'm pretty close to that. Let's get online here. Try for a little more gentle autopilot sequence. Okay, there we go. So altitude hold is on, heading mode is on. Altitude hold, yep, and we're centered up. Okay, good. That's much better. Alright, I can live with that. What I was wanting to do here is change nav 1 to Martha's Vineyard 14.5. All that work just to get this swapped over 14.5. And, you know, who knows, we're going to need, by the time it's all said and done, probably about 330 maybe. I don't know. We'll go out as far as we have to. It's only 27 miles from Nantucket, and we're already 13 miles out, so we're halfway between Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Oh, and I have lost connection. No wonder I'm not hearing anybody. Holy cow. Wow. What? I don't even know what's going on here. Alright, 1820. Crazy. Yep, there we go. Nantucket approach. At Boston approach, November 11816.
Number 11816, Boston approach is radar contact, say altitude.
Alright, 2000. Apologize, we got kicked off the network there for just a second. 2000 heading 270.
Number 11816, not a problem. Yeah, it looks like almost everybody was removed.
Oh,
so not a problem. The airspace is clear for you. You can climb and maintain 10,000, and when able, proceed direct Martha's Vineyard.
Alright, up 10,000 and direct Martha's Vineyard, November 11816. Alright, so that's what we have dialed in right there. Let's just go to Omni right now. It'll turn us that direction.
Here 508, depart depot heading 080. Expect the Great Point visual for runway 24.
Our setting is good here. And we're going to full rich right now until we get a little bit higher up. Okay, I don't feel so bad, but I'm like, is it quiet in here or is it just me? Hello, beautiful. Little stubby-nosed airplane anyway. Those tip tanks, this thing can hold roughly the equivalent of the same amount of fuel that a 747 can hold. I mean, the thing holds like, it's just incredible. It's got like a range, almost 6-hour range or something crazy like that. Just a really neat plane. Let's see. Somebody just came in here and I missed him. I'm so sorry. Tommy's raiding us with the Party 7. Hey, that flight sim dude. Hello. And let's see. Jimbaro and friend to all. Welcome, you guys. Doggone it, man. That's nice of you, Tommy. I'm assuming you were probably up here buzzing around somewhere as well, if I'm not mistaken, but thank you so much for coming by, Raiders, and welcome. My name is Brant, and this is the Melvin Leroy channel. I fly Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays about this time, and yeah, my goal is just to not fly the same plane twice. So I do have a soft spot for older planes, especially if they're propeller driven, but yeah, we do a little bit of everything here. So
400 Charlie Tango, Boston approach.
This is the channel you want to come to after you've watched Tommy do everything correctly. And you just want to watch somebody not quite do it right, close but not quite, and you've come to the right spot.
I don't know why I lost both engines here. I didn't plan that. I'm just trying to glide here.
That's right. Good Fixins is displaying one of the most critical emotes that I have, the safety, Mr. Safety emote.
You know that it's not a problem with my radio.
Did I reveal tomorrow's airframe yet? Okay, so Steve,
if I had to guess, it's probably because you're a little bit too low and out of
here's what I was originally thinking about doing. I was going to fly the Gemma Studio Shadow Ultralight. Well, I was going to fly the I was just going to fly the Piper Seneca over in Microsoft Flight Sim. Then I was going to fly, I was going to change and do the Gemma Studio Shadow, but I am not going to do, I don't think I'm going to do the Gemma Studio Shadow. I've been trying to get the main man there, Jeffrey Beckers, who is part of that Gemma Studio crew, the ones that are putting that awesome airplane together, and I would love to have him. Love to have him be able to be on chat with us and talk about his plane, but he actually is going to be flying in the event tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and wait until the 24th to stream that airplane, and which will probably be good because it'll give me a chance to fly it a little bit more and just get more comfortable with it and see the new updates that he's made since he first released it when it was back in alpha. And anyway, then we'll break it down. So tomorrow I think I'm back on, Steve, for just the Seneca, and that'll be all right there. Oh, Tommy did Cape May to Monmouth, and then flew one of the transitions, the New York transition over the Hudson northbound into Bradley. Oh, heck yeah, in the Mooney. Oh, how fun was that, man? I've flown that transition southbound before we went down to Bayport one time. That's the only time I've ever flown it, but I've never flown it northbound. It's a great idea.
Care 508, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Care 508.
Alright, 5,000. I'm going to go ahead and climb a little bit more aggressively here. We're making very good power and airspeed, so I'm going to adjust my manifold pressure a little bit, lean the mix just a little bit. Again, we'll get it all leaned out once we get up to 10,000. But yeah, Bayport tomorrow, buddy. We flew past it today. We flew from Long Island out to Nantucket. Now we're heading up to Bradley, but we did a little flyby of Bayport. So I think we've got Bayport to I'm trying to remember what the heck airport I've got. Allentown. Yeah, Allentown. That's right. Bayport to Allentown in the Senecas is what I'm thinking right now. But I reserve the right, as you guys know, I reserve the right to make modifications basically as I wish. I mean, I don't mean to be that guy. I really don't. But sometimes you just get a little bit of a hankering for a different airplane, and so you call the audible at the line. Man, I'm a football coach. That's what we do. We see something we like better, we check down. little Omaha, a little whatever. Okay, so I'm just about to Martha's Vineyard, and we're out of Martha's Vineyard on a 313. So just to help the process here, let's get that spun around. It's 310, 11, 12, 13-ish. We will use heading mode to sort of help ourselves out here. And we can put Providence 1560 into nav 2. Let's see if we can do a little nav 2 switcheroo here. And again, if we're outbound 313, we should be inbound 123. But this is set for 2, so oops. Yeah, we want to track the outbound 132, right? 31-2. Yep, from. Okay, that's what we want.
508 Nantucket Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles reported in sight.
Heading mode.
Airport in sight, Care 508.
Care 508, roger. Contact tower 118.3.
13 on the outbound here.
Care 508.
Care 508, I apologize.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Runway 24.
Clear visual approach runway 24.
Might have made that turn just a little bit soon. We'll just see what happens when the needles settle out here. And we're still, yeah, we're actually still, oh, we're tracking from, nope, we're tracking to still, so we haven't actually crossed over yet. So I was a little bit early. Let's nudge 5 degrees to the right. Help the intercept here. And through 7,500, 25 to go. What's the route for Nantucket to Bradley? It is. It is right here, sir. We flew due west. We actually didn't pick up this Nantucket, the Victor 146. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Stand by. That's not the right one. Oh, so it was actually this MVY Providence Bradley is what it'll end up being. We flew out of Nantucket. They vectored us on a 270 heading, and then we got disconnected, and then they just vectored us direct to Martha's Vineyard. Thank you, Steve. Brian Kabrisky, how are you, man? What am I flying tonight? We're in the beautiful digital replica Cessna 310L. There's Martha's Vineyard down there. Steve stayed south and turned north on the Tango 300. Roger that. Did you get disconnected also, Steve? Or was that just me? I want to call you Steve-O. I see Steve099. I'm just going to call you Steve-O. I hope that's okay. Alright, let's see here. I am neglecting my duties here. So we had Flight Sim Dude came in with the raid, and I do think I said thanks for that, but I did not say welcome and thank you, Compilation Kid and Recursive Algorithm. Thank you so much for the follows. It's great to meet you, and I hope you have fun hanging out. The best part of my stream, I've said it once, I'll say it again and again, the best part of my stream are the people in it. It has nothing to do with me and my piloting skills or lack of piloting skills or any of that stuff. It's the folks that are in the chat. They're freaking amazing. See lots of blinky lights in the air near Bradley. Yeah, I should go real time here probably. That's all right. We'll keep it as is. Almost to 10.
Boston, departure Care 831, 2700, 270.
Care 831, Boston approaches radar contact.
See how close we are to leveling out right here.
3000.
Right there is good.
Care 1545, turn right heading 140.
Turn 140,
All right, let's set here RPMs 24.
Descending out of 4,000.
Manifold pressure, we won't get 24. And then we're going to lean. You can see where we were last time. Not 100% sure we'll get all the way up there or not. Maybe we will. Lean, 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 lean. Oh, we're a little past. There it is. So we actually went there. So we need to go enrich, enrich, enrich until we're 2 notches or so up below that red line there. So cool. 50 degrees is what they recommend. Cool.
On course, altitude or discretion.
My truing at right now, I'm truing at about. Actually, you know what? I better check. That's a very good question.
Number 11816, connect Providence approach 123.67.
2367, November 11816. We'll see it. So it looks like I should be about 320. And yeah, I'm a little off of that, aren't I? $23.67. All right, here we go. Oh, and I think I flew past my radial here also. Yes, I did. So I was supposed to be direct from Martha's Vineyard. You know what I'm going to do right now? I screwed that up. We're just going to go Providence. 1560. I'm almost direct Providence right now. So let's do this. Let's go to nav 2. And let's just see how close we are if I go Omni. It's going to probably make a little bit of an adjustment.
And November 400, turn tango ready for departure.
Kind of get back on track.
Release for departure.
Damn, I ended up well north of track here. Yeah. Should be turning back here. I'm not seeing any indication it wants to turn back. I would love for it to start turning back. Why is it not turning back? It's not turning back. Okay, let's go back to heading mode. We're just up here doing 180. It's no big deal. Controller is wondering what in the heck are we doing. All right, so.
Say again, please, for November 400, turn tango.
Number 0 Charlie Tango, you're released for departure. Clearance flight if not off by 0320 Zulu. If not off by 0320 Zulu, advise me of your intentions going on 0330 Zulu. Time now 0302 Zulu and 3/4.
Thank you, sir.
Let's try this again. We tried to track the outbound radial, and it didn't like that. So we're going to track the inbound radial here. Yeah, it looks like we're having a little more success here. Let's see what the controller says when we check in. Providence approach, hello, Twin Cessna, November 11816 at 10,000.
Cessna 11816, Providence approach, good evening. The Providence altimeter 3021, welcome to the party.
3021, good to be here.
UPS 1030, contact Boston.
Either he didn't notice we were wandering all over the heck, or he just had mercy on us. Steve, I am using ortho. Correct. Correct, sir.
And airborne, passing 800 at 00030, November 400, Charlie Tango.
Okay.
And November 0, Charlie Tango, keep on coming up. I'll let you know when I have you.
This is a little bit of a head scratcher because I should, obviously I can track to the VOR at this course, but I should be able to also track, the reciprocal course in also,
November 0,
but I've
Charlie
done
Tango,
something I've done wrong. Maybe I have to go to the back nav. That might be it.
Passing 2000.
No, because that is the...
Thank you. You're clear to 70.5, maintain 9,000.
Never mind. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, Steve, I've got just about the entire United States covered in ortho. There's a few spots here and there that I don't. There's a few places where I'm using V-states instead of just the plain ortho. But this area up here, I've got almost 100% ortho, including up into Canada. Fly up here a lot. Oh gosh. How about flaps, right? Let's get some flaps up. Jeez Louise. Checklist much? No wonder I'm only doing 100.
Number 11816, I am closing contact Boston Center 134.7. Have a great one.
3470, we'll see you.
November.
Oh, I didn't do my wardrobe change. Oh, it's Evan. Okay. I don't have my Evan Ryder shirt.
Streak 5067 cross Madison.
Yours is all fall colors. Oh, cool, man. That's nice. I wish mine is definitely a little more spring color. Just gorgeous up here in the fall, right? Holy cow. Fingers crossed X-Plane 12 will give us a little bit of that, right? Seasons? Love seasons.
Boston Center, your Atlantic 271, request further descent.
Atlantic 271, affirmative. You're clear to descend to
Okay,
Ocean 5 arrival.
1450, so now let's go to 1560
Okay, published,
here.
runway 27, thank you.
Boston Center, good evening. American 314, back with
24 out, and then from Providence it's only, gosh, what is it?
Level 320, clear direct Chester.
Flight level 320, direct Chester, American 314.
Another 50 miles from Providence.
Boston Center, November 400, Charlie Tango, passing 5,800 to 9,000.
Yep, Steve, I'm with you, man. I've got like money set aside. I'm ready. Ready, Eddie.
Number 400, Charlie Tango, Boston Center. Let's see here, the Block Island altimeter 3021.
We're above 10,000 technically, so I'm gonna turn the landing lights off. Taxi lights off.
That was calling Boston Center on answer. Say again.
Sure who that was, but 1 second.
American 314. I'm gonna issue with your flight plan here after Chester. Can you just say the rest of the routing, please?
Yeah, Chester, it's going to be Delancey, and then direct Lake, and then direct Wilkes-Barre Screen.
Thank you very much. Euro Atlantic 271, contact Boston, approach 133.0.
133.0, thank you.
At 688, contact Boston, approach 120.6.
Boston Center, Delta 968, climbing through 6,000.
Delta 968, Boston Center, climb and maintain the level 300.
300, Delta 968.
Number 11816 on Boston Center.
We're with you, 10,000.
Providence, altimeter 3021.
21. I deserve it. I deserve it. Somebody's got to do it. I deserve it. Somebody type in exclamation point with you. I deserve it. I deserve it.
American 314.
Oh, you guys are being nice. I deserve it. I deserve it. Yep. I deserve it. You're nervous about the typical compatibility issues for your fleet. Yeah, well, from what I understand, if it's working well for you in 11.5, it's probably going to work for you pretty well, pretty quickly in X-Plane 12. And then a lot of add-on folks like the Torque Sim guys, like they've already updated their Cirrus fleet to be compatible right away with X-Plane 12. So it'll take a little time for some of them. Like what I'm worried about is older planes like this. You know, it's working pretty slick right now. I really am hoping that it makes the transition over nicely. It'd be a shame to lose something like this. But you know, most, well, I shouldn't say most. A lot of the bigger add-on folks have just kind of said, look, here's what we're supporting in X-Plane 12, and here's what's not making the trip. And so, you know, you just kind of have to plan accordingly, and you can't keep every plane forever and ever and ever, and I get that. So, you know, that's just the way it's got to be. You said the altimeter was 21. That's pretty close to what we have here. There we go. Slightly high. Slightly high. If I was a responsible pilot, I would descend ever so slightly. So I will, because I am.
November 0 Charlie Tango, contact Boston approach 118.2, good day. Boston approach 118.2, good day, bye-bye.
Culling of the herd, yes. What I'm really interested in, Steve, is all the X-Plane eyebrows that have been scoffing at all the difficulties that Microsoft Flight Sim has had because of their updates and their this and their that, and oh, X-Plane is so superior. I've been a little guilty of that myself. I'm curious to see what their reactions are going to be, because you know as well as I do, when they roll out X-Plane 12, it's not going to be seamless, right? Yeah, Pentagon, we've all been, right? Oh, those gamers over in Fussy Pants. You know, but yeah, like we're going to have the same problems in X-Plane that they had in MSFS, and it's going to take, you know, it's going to take X-Plane 12.1 or 12.2 to kind of get most of it sorted out, and so all the Microsoft Flight Sim people are going to have a field day with that. Yeah. Well, that's what we claim, right, Nixie? That's what we claim. That's what we like to think we are compared to those simpletons, those Xboxers. But I think by and large, the people that are doing Microsoft Flight Sim, whether they're on a computer or they're on Xbox, like, they're trying to be pilots. They're trying to simulate flight just like we are. They just happen to be, some of them happen to be newer at it than we are. So, you know, I haven't come across too many people, and that's not to say that there's those people out there that are using Microsoft Flight Sim like it's just a glorified version of Grand Theft Auto. And if they are, yeah, so be it. As Downwind Sim would say, flight simulation is different things to different people. But yeah, it'll just be interesting, because us X-planers, we're gonna have to take it a little bit. We dished it out. We're gonna have to be able to take it now, just a little bit here. All right, 297 is our outbound course here, and why don't we do this? Let's go. We need right away. This is the Barnes, right? Barnes VOR 1300. And we're just gonna dial this guy in right away here, and we're just gonna flip it over.
November
Okay, 5 miles from Providence, and then this will take us straight to Bradley. And again, we are expecting, winds are still pretty light there. They're now 230 at 3 knots, so it looks like to me like a runway 24 is going to be what we are trying to do. And it is information Zulu at Bradley. Put that down here, and I'm gonna hand fly this last leg here, guys. I enjoy this plane too much not to hand fly it. Expect ILS approaches here. Hold on. Oh, it's overcast. Yeah, overcast at 250, so we're fine there. Altimeter 3021. Runways 24 and 33. Okay.
Arrow 225 Mike Delta, Boston Center. 25 Mike Delta.
All right, I'm expecting a bit of a left-hand turn here as soon as I flip over from nav 2 to nav 1.
Altimeter 3019. Runway 14. Taxi via Bravo. Kilo. Cross runway 23.
We're going to dial that in. Yep, 60 miles or so. There we go. Make that last turn. And then we're just going to try to follow this VOR inbound. Just see how we do. This X-Plane MSFS comparison is kind of like NASCAR versus Formula 1. Yeah, powerboating versus sailboating. Yeah, it's all about having fun, Steve says correctly. Yep. And yeah, you know, never the twain shall meet. Yeah, it actually, what it reminds me slightly of is the debate between X-planers and P3D FSX people. And like X-plane people, and I'm one of them, okay? So I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying you guys. I'm including myself in the statement. Like, we think a lot of ourselves as far as sim pilots. Like, we really think we are it. We're the cream of the crop because I don't know why. So, man, oh man, did I hear a lot when I was contemplating making the switch from FSX/P3D to X-Plane. Holy cow, did I hear all kinds of stuff about how fantastic X-Plane was and how terrible P3D was, and oh, it's so much more realistic in X-Plane, and the aircraft are better, and the airplanes, or the scenery is better, and all the this and that. And holy moly, it was crazy. Now that I'm over here, I'm like, okay, I see what you mean. You have valid points, but like P3D is not that bad. P3D is a fun world to sim in, and so is Microsoft Flight Sim. And they do a lot of stuff over in MSFS better than, did I just say that? Than X-Plane. They do. 25:35. Have a good night, Evan. All right. Who am I talking to? Is this Bradley? I've got on my high horse a little bit here. 25:35. I have no idea. Oh, Bradley approach. Yep. Bradley approach. Good evening, Twin Cessna, November 11816 at 10,000. We have Zulu.
November 11816. Bradley approach. Hello. You can expect the ILS runway 33 approach. Hold short of runway 24.
ILS 33 and we'll hold short 24, 11816. Alright, I got to get all this entered in now. This is the one thing about hand flying that makes it a little tough. I can't hand fly and check charts and soapbox all simultaneously. Okay, 108.55. Alright, this is what I'm going to need to do here, guys. This is going to be a challenge. Straight and level. Set this at 13, nothing. And we're going to fly this needle. Okay, we're flying that needle, and then we're going to put 108.55. Hello, 108.55 in here. That's the ILS frequency, and a heading of 328. We're actually pretty close to right now. 330 is right there. 29.28. Okay, so we're kind of on a straight-in approach. We'll have to make a little bit of a right-hand turn, and then again, you heard him say we have to stop short of the crossing runway, basically, which that shouldn't be too much of a problem. This is a 6,800 foot runway, and we need about 2,000 feet to get stopped. So. Alright, that's in. We're good. We're gold. Life is grand. We're tracking 13 nothing. This is the VOR, the Barnes VOR, so we're 50 miles out. Okay. Right, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, let me get back on my soapbox here. No, just kidding. Currently entering the red part of the thunderstorm in the CRJ. Oh boy, Nixie. Good luck, buddy. Is it true? It is true that the Xbox guys just want to have fun, and yeah, all in the name of fun. Yeah, I mean, here's kind of part of that, friend all, and I don't disagree that I think the Xbox crowd as a whole is a little more of a gamer type of crowd, but I also know that like if you're like those Xboxes they're spendy, man, and some people can't afford to have an Xbox and a PC that can run Microsoft Flight Sim. So I do think that there are plenty of simmers that are like, that's their chance. They're seeing this and they're like, yes, finally like a real right proper flight sim that I can run on my Xbox. And so I do think there's still that component in there as well, but yeah, I just hope they enjoy, because again, I want the community to grow. I want flight simulation to become more popular, because that benefits everybody. The more popular it is, the more people want to get involved in terms of development, and the more people want to be ATC, and just the whole, it's just a trickle down effect. So I just hope it just adds more people to something that we know is awesome. Simming's a gateway to this drug we call, yeah, Xbox simming is a gateway drug. Yeah, it could very well be. Yep, great value, versatile platform, and has those. It's wonderful subscription, and what a, like, again, this is
11816, contact approach 123.905. See you.
2395. We'll see you 11816. Bradley approach. Good evening, Twin Cessna, November 11816 at 10,000 ish. Did I get the right frequency? 2395. Yep. Okay, there we go.
11816, Bradley approach, cleared direct to haddocks, maintain 6,000.
6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. 6 And we are currently non-RNAV. We could take a vector there, or any kind of help you could give us there, but can't do direct haddocks. November 11816.
Twin Cessna 816, roger, flight present heading, sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem. Present heading, November 11816. Yeah, it's...
52, turn 10 degrees left of your current heading.
So,
intercept final approach course.
what I kind of think is also lost a little bit, almost as lost as I am on my VOR needle, because I'm falling away freaking off, but like what else is lost on this whole Xbox deal is what a cool concept to be able to take something like a flight sim, which, like, let's face it, man, that's like it is a taxing bit of software. Holy moly. But to be able to take that and put it on a console like that, that's like...
Turn 20 degrees left, make that turn 30 degrees to the left, descend to maintain 6,000.
Alright, we're going 30 left and down to 6,000, Twin Cessna 816. Yeah, I gotta take my hat off for those guys for trying to do that. I mean, that's something new in the world of flight sim, right? That's something that's never really been done before, and I give the guys credit. I give them credit. And whether or not you like them or not, like, they're trying to do new things and trying to be innovative. And in the meantime, X-Plane doesn't have seasons. I mean, I don't know. Steve's saying on a 4K big screen is impressive. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep them both current. You know, I think even after I get X-Plane 12, I'm gonna try to stay current on both, because I'm just curious. I'm just interested to see what both of those guys do. Tim Dog was using FSX until MSFS came out. You had over 1,000 hours flying in FSX, and you knew about X-Plane until more recently you discovered flight simmers on Twitch. Yeah, you did know about P3D also, but it was too expensive at the time. Yeah, well, yeah, it for sure, Microsoft Flight Sim for sure has made it's made flight simulation a lot more affordable for a lot more people, because of the fact that you don't have to go crazy on scenery and you know, like skyscape, cloud art, stuff like that. You don't have to get all that stuff. They've just made the world look really, really nice. Yep. Well, and so friend all, I kind of have heard that too, and that's gonna kind of be a shame if that's really what happens. But
United 221 contact Boston Center.
I mean, at the end of the day, they have to make money. So I guess I don't personally like that, because like when I have a problem with my like they're having a heck of a time with one of the Caronado airplanes right now, and it's like a really simple deal. Like there's I don't even know what it is. It's something to do with that that Skymaster, and Caronado has basically said, yeah, we're aware of the problem, but we really aren't able to do anything about it. And I think part of it is because of Asobo, just like it probably works fine in Xbox, but it's just for whatever reason not quite as easy in a fix on the PC world. So yeah, it is true that X-Plane 12 has an opportunity to add features like weather multiplayer, built-in photogrammetry as made. Are you asking me that as a question, or are you telling me that? I don't know the answer if that's a question. I've heard things like he's not really interested in that, Austin, that is, but I've also at the same time read things about like what they're currently doing to address those things. I think somebody's gotten in his ear and has said, look, I get it, your focus is on the aircraft and the aerodynamics and all of that, but you've got to do something about what the world looks like that you're flying in. You can't just, like, it has to be better than what it is right now. It just has to be. So it'll be interesting to see. I do like some of the product shots that I'm seeing with what they're doing with the lighting and a little bit. They don't really give you a lot, right? They give you kind of what they want you to see, and with weather and stuff like that, rain effects and things like, the runways are wet and that kind of stuff. So that, what I've seen so far has been pretty encouraging. Yeah, one opportunity is seasons for sure, no question about it. MSFS made such a big deal about the trees, but they don't change with the seasons. Yeah. That's something that they're still working on, right? Plane boss, hey, what's going on, man?
Right now heading 210. You are 5 miles from a motel. Maintain 2,500 to establish on localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
All right, there's 6,000. Let's level off here and holding 270. Kind of windy out here for only being variable at 3. Keep my speed up, semi up here. I can, maybe. All right, well guys, I tell you what, I have loved tonight's flight. I've loved the conversation. I love thinking about the future of flight sim, whatever platform it is. I really wish, if I had the ability, I would have P3D also.
Turn right heading 300, intercept the localizer, descend and maintain 3,000.
Right turn 300, down to 3,000, we'll intercept the localizer runway 33, November 11816. I would have all 3 on there because I loved my FSX, I loved my P3D. I miss my aircraft that I had in P3D and FSX, and man, it's just so much work to maintain, even to keep 2 sims updated with all the scenery and all the airplanes and all the everything. It's just impossible to do 3, but Bichon Scenery does a good job making trees brown in the winter, manually adding. Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Tim Dogg's thinking he might get X-Plane 12 as well. Nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to start paying attention here a little bit. We're in 30 miles of the field, and so forgive me here. I'm gonna be probably a little less interactive, but we'll get on the ground. We'll kind of talk and finish up and all that. This is our final approach of the night, so we're just
reduce speed, maintain 100 knots if able.
Sorry, was that for November 11816?
November 816, yeah, it was, but I don't think it. Just slow down just a little bit if you could. You're going to be number 2 following a citation, about a 20 mile final for the cross runway.
Alright, we can slow her down as far as you need us to, even down to 100 if that helps, 816.
Twin Cessna 816, just maintain no greater than 120 knots for now.
Alright, no greater than 120, November 11816. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do a little flaps to help out with that. And trying to get trimmed out here now. So in the top gauge here, I've got the ILS dialed in, and I am just trying to fly an intercept heading here. Don't have the field quite yet. But I'm going to level out at 3,000, and just try to keep about 120. We managed to get it down on the ground at Nantucket pretty nicely. It was only about 1.2 Gs. We lost a little airspeed at the end. We landed at 78 knots instead of 90, so it could have been better, but like it was a pretty good overall landing. I was a bit left of center. If you recall, I kicked the tail out just a little too far and I ended up sort of drifting.
Correction, Twin Cessna 816, you're 4 miles from Haddocks. Maintain 2,500 till established on localizer, cleared ILS runway 33 approach.
Maintain 2,500 till established, cleared for the ILS runway 33 approach, Twin Cessna 816. Alright, let's head back up here. I can go down a little bit here. I am slightly... Yeah, actually I don't see a glide slope quite yet. Alright, we've got to be out here not too far. Here comes the localizer.
Turn right heading 330, going to get you in for a left base runway 24.
Roger, right 330 for Care 903.
And there we go, we're on it. Let's turn 033. Let's just see. Still don't really have the field, but we are still like 24 miles out, so we've got a ways to go yet. In fact, we're still far enough out that I don't think we even have a glide slope yet.
Citation 2 Romeo Foxtrot, roger, contact tower 120.3. 120.3.
Okay, so...
Citation 816, if I didn't tell you before, you can expect landing 33, hold short, runway 24.
Alright, landing 33, we'll hold short 24, 11816. I like his optimism, he keeps calling us Citation 816. Alright, I think I've got the field in sight now, guys.
Care 903, traffic to follow at your 12 o'clock and 8 miles is a citation on the final French course descending out of 2000.
Roger that, we'll follow the citation for Care 903.
Care 903, confirm the citations in sight.
We're looking right now for Care 903.
Roger.
He's not talking about us. Alright.
Say he was at our 10 o'clock for Care 903.
Care 903, from news now 10 o'clock and 5 miles out of 2000.
Roger.
Okay, there's glide slope.
Twin Cessna 816, resume normal speeds.
Normal speed, Twin Cessna 816. Yeah, kind of where we're at right now. Basically, I can't really do a whole lot more, but we'll get up at least closer to the edge of the flaps range.
Care 903, that citation will be no factor now. Make a straight in runway 24 and contact tower.
Straight in 24 and over to tower for Care 93, we'll see you.
Skyhawk 12 Charlie, descend and maintain 2,500.
Okay, let's pull up an airport chart here, and I wonder where we're going to go here. All right, well we'll get on the ground. We'll figure it out.
Twin Cessna 16, thanks for the patience tonight. Contact tower now 120.3.
20.3. Yep. Thanks for the ATC, man. It was a lot of fun. 11816. 120.3, right? Is that what he said? Yep, 2030. Hey, come on over. Come on back here. There. Tower low, November 11816 on the ILS 33.
November 11816, Bradley Tower, wind 2503, runway 33, clear to land, full short up, runway 24.
33, clear to land, hold short runway 24, November 11816.
Air 903, wind 250.
Man, I really slid off the localizer there, didn't I, guys? Wow.
Hold short up the intersection of your runway.
I do 24, clear to land. What was that last part for Air 903?
Traffic Cessna will land and hold short up the intersection of your runway.
Alright.
Thank you, Air 903.
Clear to land, gear down, lights are on. 1, 2, 3 green. Starting to bleed and trim off the speed here. We want about 100 on the approach and 90 on the ref. A little high on the glide slope just yet, but we'll get back down here. Props coming full forward, mixture full rich. 2 and 2. Dating game poppies here. Comes our speed. It's not bad having a little extra speed in this plane, to be totally honest with you.
Charlie, echo to the ramp. Charlie, echo to the ramp.
We will take a little replay view of this. We'll take also a look at the Volanta touchdown report when we're all said and done. See if we do a little bit better here. I want center line. I want touchdown zone. And I would love it if we were less than 1.5 Gs. That would be ideal for me.
7469, Tango Foxtrot. Hold short, runway 33, traffic.
I'd like the speed to be close to 90 as well. That would be awesome. There's the holding short traffic.
November 46.
Not bad. Not bad.
Lining up the weight. 33, now take a box shot.
I think I can get this little turn off right here.
Good job.
Hey, thank you, whoever that was. I don't know that that's exactly what I was supposed to do, but...
Welcome to Bradley, taxi Sierra, and hold short of runway 24.
Alright, Sierra, hold short 24, November 11816. I think I was supposed to stay actually on the runway there, wasn't I? Well...
We'll be going to signature.
That's alright. So, I'm going across the way, and...
Juliet, Alpha to the ramp.
Actually, I don't know where I'm going.
816, cross runway 24, and Juliet, Alpha to the ramp. Follow the care Beechcraft at Sierra.
Alright, we'll cross 24 and follow traffic into the ramp, November 11816. Maybe I will if I can see where he's at. Let's turn that off. Let's clean the flaps up here. I think that's our guy there off our 1 o'clock.
Care
903, did we make the wrong turn?
He did.
Can you make left there and join Juliet?
Stand by here, 903, we're going to pull up the diagram again, it glitched out.
Yeah, I think you're on the grass.
Yeah, he's definitely on the grass.
Taxiway, it looks like it intersects or connects to runway 15, if the chart's correct.
Must have an old chart, old scenery.
Here's the taxiway, but anyway, you can cross runway 33 and join Juliet, then Alpha to the ramp.
33, join Juliet, then Alpha to the ramp, takes care, 903.
Okay, I'm supposed to follow him, but he's way down there playing in the grass.
Tower, this is Charlie for 412 Charlie. Good evening. We are established on the ILS runway 33.
And this is Alpha here, Juliet. Yeah, we'll sneak in front of him here. Nobody will notice. And we're heading over here, and one of these buildings is kind of the FBO like signature. I think this is just for the most part, just a default scenery, so I don't think there's any custom buildings. But this next turn is Alpha, and we're going to call this double wide trailer signature and call it a night. Appreciate you guys coming by. Again, it has been a really fun stream, great company, awesome ATC, and just a perfect way to spend a Tuesday night. Make sure we're out of the way of that care light. I think we are. Nobody's coming over there, right? Let's just pull her in here. Call it good. I think that ought to work. And let's get her shut down here. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, you got here just at the wrong time, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting ready to kind of shut things down, buddy. But thanks for coming by. Regardless, man, always good to see you. And that flight sim dude says that's the same place you parked. Cool, man. Cool. All right, let's get everything turned off here first, and then we'll talk touchdown. We'll watch a little replay and all that fun stuff. Oh, this thing performed so well today. Once I got it started, remember it was a little bit of a rocky engine start, but for the most part, though, once we got it going, man, it purred like a kitten, and it got us from point A to point B. Look at me parking diagonal like a boss. And no, there's no, there's no lines there, so I'm not technically, I'm not technically wrong here. The story of your day and your evening. I have Scotsman. Sorry, man. Fixie says, I'm about to get walloped. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not going to get walloped. Once I cross, I get a left turn, Juliet Alpha. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yep. Flight sim dude. Oh, thanks, man. You were trying to get me taxi directions there. I appreciate that. I do, man. Tommy, you're always looking out for me. Thank you, sir. You're like that little brother in a tank top that I never had. Actually, I did have a little brother, and he wore tank tops, just like he was kind of young and chiseled up like you are. So I understand why he wore those tank tops. Fire Sandy, thank you so much for stopping by. And Fixie, thanks for the good job, friend. All, thank you as well. Brace for impact, Connor. Yeah, that's kind of more typically what it is. Let's see. What's the number say here? How did we do? Review my flight. I think I was, for the most part, I think it was on center line. I was in the touchdown zone. So let's see what the G-force was, and let's see what the speed was. That's kind of the 4 points here. So, wow, 96 feet per minute, 80 knots, a little slow, but I mean not terrible, and 1.2 Gs. So I can live with that. Of course, pretty much calm winds, which also helps. But Yeah, I can live with that, guys. That's pretty good for me in this little wobbly man. I like it, Tommy. It's like your thing, man. It's like your thing. All right, let's do this. Let's go back and take a peek at the replay. And no, I can't do Alt-R because that activates something in my NVIDIA deal. So I'm bummed out about that. All right, here we go. Oh, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Semi-stable, actually. You know, not bad. Small corrections like you hope. I love how the flaps come off the bottom of this plane like it's a DC-3 or something. It's freaking awesome. That was a little bit of a correction there. Probably overcorrected. Did I catch the center line? Oh, I just about can't put it down any better than that. This plane is a weeble wobble. I will take that. Let's take a look at the trespasser view here, see how we did. Why aren't I? Oh, I gotta do that again. I didn't chase it like I like. Here we go. That's right on the center line. I mean, that's about as good as I can do. That's, like I say, I'm not saying that's the greatest landing you've ever seen, but that's pretty good for me. Yeah. Plane Boss, thanks. Friend of all, thank you, man. Tommy, thanks, man. Good fix. That's way too slow because you keep forgetting the outer ring is miles per hour. Yeah, I do that too. What's it look like for the passengers? Yeah, I could live with that. That was better than half of my landings in the CRJ and the Embraer 175 this weekend. So that one last view here needs to be the tower view where everybody looks good. Everybody looks good here. What's going on? Why can't I? Let's get up here. Where are you? There we are. Very good, very good. Coming down, looking good, looking solid. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Downwind Sim had a good view. Yeah, those are fancy curtains, aren't they, man? Nothing says 50s era aviation like those curtains. All right, well, I think we are going to start to wrap it up here, guys. And again, thank you for coming out. It's been super fun. Let me do this. I'm going to close things out, and yeah, you can kind of watch in the background there. Here's what I've got coming up in the rest of this week. It's been a busy week, kind of a fun week. Tomorrow night, the Bayport In and Out event for the Virtual USA Flying Club. That's a 5 p.m. stream. I may be a little late for that. I've got a meeting, and so it might be more like about 6 o'clock, my normal time there, but the event starts at 5. And we are planning on doing it currently, tentatively, in the Piper Seneca over on Microsoft Flight Sim, and we'll be doing Bayport to Allentown and back. We'll see. We may have to make an adjustment if we get in real late, but anyway, that's the plan. And then on Thursday there is an event here in the same area. It's Trouble at Teterboro, and I'm going to be flying that FlyJ Sim 737-200, and we'll be going Atlanta up to Teterboro. And that's a 6 o'clock, the normal 6 o'clock start. And then on Saturday, it's we're going to resume that historic route in the 727 Western Airlines livery, and we'll be flying from Boise down to Houston, George Bush International. That's coming up on Saturday. And then a week from today, it's another Virtual USA Flying Club event. It's Traveling the Wilderness Road. and that should be a lot of fun as well. That's kind of out, I think, in the Cumberland Gap area. So haven't decided what plane I'm going to fly for that, but I'll be updating my my stream channel or my stream schedule here as soon as I get that figured out. Again, if you want to know what I'm flying and where, you can see those details there in the About section of my Twitch channel, or if you are connected with me on Discord, I also have a channel devoted just for stream information like that. So that's how you can kind of keep up with me, and then you can just always ask me too if you want. But Flight Sim Dude, Tommy, have a great night. Good fixings. Brett, good to see you, and also hope you have a good night. We will go and raid someday. I'm trying to multitask here if you can't tell. And let's see. We've got boy, kind of a little bit of a limited selection of airplane streamers today, but Continuum is always a good choice. So we'll go over and we'll raid Conti. He's doing something general aviation related. Again, if you've not ever seen Continuum, you're gonna love him. He's a super entertaining guy, real world pilot. It may be slightly more colorful language wise over there, so just beware, but he's a great dude. We're happy to support him, and I hope you can just pop over there anyway. Even if you can't stay for the whole thing, just toss him a couple of flaming dragon emotes or fizzy Dr. Pepper emotes or something like that. Just give him a little love. I mean, he lives in Australia, for crying out loud, right? He's on the other side of the world. He feels all alone, and no, I mean, he's a great dude. So again, thank you for the raid, Flight Sim Dude. Thank you for the re-ascription, JPC, as well as the cheer bits, and Steve99, thank you as well for the gifted sub, and Hawker also, thank you for the re-ascription there. You guys are you're awesome. Love you guys. Appreciate that. And we'll see you over there at the Continuum channel. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. God bless.